Fucking, that works, right? Right? Man, I'm back in San Diego because obviously, where else would I be? So the reason I'm here, those are my parents. So yesterday, I get a message from my buddy Chris, and he says, hey, so see you tomorrow, huh? And I'm like, huh? See you where? And he says, for the show. And I'm like, uh-oh. Turns out, I had a show in San Diego the next night. Through a miscommunication, I booked myself on it without realizing that I did that. Normally, I'm not about to go to San Diego for not only one show, but a show that I'm doing like 10 minutes on. But 3 factors made me want to go. Number 1, the guys headlining it are the guys from Chad and JT Go Deep, that podcast. I don't know if you know, like the city council bros, Chad and JT. Chad and I started comedy together, so any excuse to hang out with him is fun for me because he's such a good guy. Number 2, it's at the best club in San Diego, American Comedy Company. And and as long as I've been coming to San Diego, I have yet to actually do that club. I've only done the open mic. So to me, that'll be a real treat. And number 3, it's sold out. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll go. So right now, I have about, who cares, before the show. And I'm gonna change in my car to show you what it's really like to be out here in these streets, hustling around doing comedy. And also there's so many people around here, but it's fine. It's all good, dude. I'm a professional. Dude, I've done this so much. This shit's light work. Shorts, done. Cock, out. New favorite shoes, Reeboks. So fire. Shout out my girlfriend Kaylee for getting them for me for my birthday. The hardest part is to get the boxers scrunched down after they fucking scrunch up to my nipples. You can't be wearing your dirty car clothes all day and then just roll up to the show wearing them. That's gross, dude. You gotta have some distinction between the night and the day. That was so deep. You gotta have some distinction between the night and day. You gotta have some distinction between the night and the day. I started doing cologne a couple years ago. Great decision. I just smell nice all the time. It's great. Guy just give me a weird look. What's up, man? I'm kidding. All right, I'm gonna head to the show. That'll do. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what I thought this mirror is gonna do differently. I look in this mirror, I'm ugly. This mirror, I'm fucking Ben Affleck.
I look over, I'm like, and when I did it, it's like, and I'm like, and then everyone at the table was like, niggas poppin' so it's AP on showing that. Even with your bitches really getting kind of boring. Tax him up, how much you crank up, you know what I'm saying? All right, bro, let's do this. Back SUVs and always don't take.
I am excited to bring this next comedian. As soon as we got the show going, I was like, this is the guy I gotta bring. He's a great friend of mine from LA. Get very loud right now, guys. So warm, San Diego, welcome Mr. Will Burkart.
One more time for Jim, let him hear it one more time, come on. What's up, white people? I looked down the crowd, I was like, God damn, this is fucking wild. I look like every single guy here, that's fucking crazy. If I robbed a bank, this would be a perfect place to hide out. They would never find me. Fucking, so where's Wally? Like, where's Cody? Or some shit. There he is, right there. I said Cody because I knew Cody would be like, fucking right here. I found him. Close the door.
I hope, for God's sakes, I hope it fucking. Thank you so much, man.
Like hands, what the fuck was I?
Wanted to do a quick recap of the show in San Diego. It was good. It was good. Good, not great. I know how awesome that room is, and for how packed it was, I thought it was going to be like, oh my God, just like tearing the roof off the place. But people were like, ha ha ha. And that was about it. It wasn't amazing. I think for 2 reasons. Number 1, the owner of the club was there for the first time. And I've been at that club before and I've never met the owner. I feel like I had to do kind of like my greatest hits, you know? I didn't really want to try any new stuff. I wanted to make sure I did well. So to me, it wasn't like the most creatively fulfilling because I was just doing the shit that I already know works. So it was just kind of like, I felt like I was kind of on autopilot. And also I felt like the crowd wasn't like amazing. I thought like a bunch of young people my age were gonna be like really down with me and the whole show and everything. But my theory is that I think that was a lot of people's first stand-up show. Meaning if they go to see like Chad and JT, those guys, those are like internet personalities who also happen to be comedians. And I wonder if a lot of those people like aren't used to going to stand-up shows. So it's kind of like they're not like maybe used to the rhythm. They're not like stand-up fans. They kind of just wanted to see those guys like in person. I don't know. I could be wrong. Overall, it was good. And then I tried to get up on another show, but there was no room. So I basically drove about 5.5 hours for 10 minutes of stage time, which on paper, that sucks. But it was worth it. Well, I would have done it again. You can't deny a sold out show. You just can't. What's going on? I'm hosting a show tonight for Don't Tell Comedy. I've talked about it before in videos. I'm sure you know what it is by now. It's like a BYOB pop-up show. It's already sold out. I love doing their shows so much. And I'm actually hosting one tomorrow night too. So first one, this is Friday. It's gonna be in El Segundo, which is like, I don't know, 40 minutes south of like LA. And then tomorrow's in Santa Monica. So yeah, gonna go head there soon. I'm excited. Well, yeah, let's just go. Let's cut to some more interesting shit. We out here in El Segundo. I don't think you've ever been on my vlog before.
Nah.
What do you want to say? Anything?
Yeah, what's poppin', people on Will's vlog? This is the shit, huh? Okay.
It's not bad though. I fuck with that.
Is perfect timing. That's perfect timing, right? What better way to get over the death of your father than finding out?
All right, it is Saturday. Got another Don't Tell comedy show tonight. I'm hosting again. This one is in Santa Monica. It's already sold out and it's indoors, which I'm so pumped about. Last night's show in El Segundo was fine. It was fine. It was good. It was all right. You know, the thing with hosting is that you can only do so well hosting. You know, it's kind of it's the hardest spot anyways. And I had a good set, but it wasn't like amazing. The crowd wasn't incredible either. So my boy Ashoka was on the show. For those of you who don't know, he's like my next door neighbor. He's basically like my Kramer. That's how close we live together. And he was on the show too. And something so funny happened at the show. This is what it was. Can you move up a little bit? How fucking far back are you trying to be? What are we at fucking?
You're the fucking director, bro. I don't fucking know.
Like an album cover. All right. So what was the realization you had when we got to the show?
When we got to the show, it was fine. But then I was standing in the back and I saw my ex-girl that I dated for like 2 or 3 months. That was an interesting relationship. It did not end well. She was sitting in the very, very front row, like 3 feet from the stage, dead center, and I'm planning on doing a set talking about stuff that happens in our relationship, pretty much because she's one of the girls that I was mentioning.
Right.
And I just figured it'd be awkward.
And there's also this wasn't a crowd of like 300 people and like, oh, she's one of them. There's probably what, 40 people there? So it was like, you couldn't really hide from her. You can't be like, oh, I didn't see you, or maybe she didn't see you. It was like, you were.
No, she was right here.
Yeah.
Right, like this, looking up at me like this, like this. And I'm looking down and there's nowhere I could.
With her new guy.
Boyfriend had his arm wrapped around her, like holding her tight.
How nervous were you to go on stage in front of her?
Well, I was already having anxiety before going on stage, and I'm feeling not the best, and I fucking had to take a dump and all that stuff. And then I see her, and I'm like, okay, so now I'm gonna go up there. Do I say something? And then I stupidly opened my mouth and told you and told everyone else. And so now every comic is like, oh, I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna fucking introduce myself and say, hey, someone here has fucked you in the audience.
Right.
You know? And I'm like,
Right.
Don't do that.
And then you talked to her after.
And I did my set, and then she came up to me afterwards with her boyfriend, made the introduction, and she was very encouraging and glad to see me, but also it was weird because it felt like we were flirting in front of her fucking boyfriend, and she's like, oh yeah, I remember when I used to come over and Will, I knew I recognized Will, he used to be in your apartment. I'm like, why are you saying this in front of your boyfriend? So,
Like talking to her after, you're like, is this weird? Or it was like, it's fine. It worked out okay.
I mean, I felt fine afterwards. I was like, damn, there might be a little reconnection there maybe.
Okay.
What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
Sales, man, IT.
1 3 5 6 7 8 9. Yeah, and those are numbers. That's good, man. Like you're in IT, you just try to prove it to me, you know? No, man, I'm in IT. Trust me. Watch 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I can keep going. I'll be here all night. And here's those conversations like, yeah, we like this client, but we're not sure you can count. And he's like, fucking strap in.